Good afternoon, everyone. I am so excited about today. You just don't know. We have been working on putting this together for some time, and thank God, here it is on a Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. on a beautiful summer day. Who could ask for more in the Hamptons? So I would like to welcome you on behalf of SAM, the Southampton African American Museum. And it is our pleasure today to introduce to some our mayor, who will then make some presentations. But before that, I would like to read to you our mission statement. Our mission is to promote an understanding and appreciation of African American culture, creating programs that will preserve the past, encourage learning, and enhance the life of the community. SAM will research and collect local history, produce media events, create exhibits, and community celebrations. SAM will treasure the past, tend to the present, and transform the future. Today, this celebration of entrepreneurship and mentoring is one of the kinds of celebrations and endeavors that we tend to continue through SAM. We want to honor the contributions of the African American community of Southampton Village and Town that has disappeared in the quilt of the pattern of the making of this great village and town of Southampton. But we are and were very much a part of the making of the village and town of Southampton. So those are the things that we want to bring to our community so that our children know the wealth of our community and what we have put into it. And that can only happen if we let them know our local history as African Americans. So today we're celebrating our own Mr. Randy Conquest, who was one of the first African American entrepreneurs in the village of Southampton. And he mentored other young African American men who have taken on what he has poured into them and are now working in their own business of barbering, and we are so proud of them. So without further ado, we're going to have our Honorable Mayor, Mayor Mark Epley, come forth and present our proclamation to our honoree, Mr. Conquest.
Hi guys, this is a great day for a couple reasons. One is this morning, my fourth grandchild was born this morning. I had a little granddaughter. She actually was almost born in the parking lot. They got to the hospital at 6:07 and the baby was born at 6:13. So, yeah. So, but I just wanted to recognize before I talk about Brenda Simmons. So for over 11 years, Brenda was my assistant in Village Hall. We did a lot of fantastic things together. And, you know, I miss her. She's a fabulous person. And she's just incredible. She just is incredible. And that's, she knows I love her. So, Randy, come on up here. I have a proclamation. Reads, whereas Randolph Conquest, fondly known as Randy, was born and raised in Patchogue, New York, where after graduating graduating from Patchogue High School, he joined the Air Force and served in Biloxi, Mississippi from 1956 to 1960. And whereas after being discharged from the service and a strong nudging to become a barber, he headed for New York City. After arriving in New York City, Randy enrolled and attended barber school, which launched his lifelong career as a talented barber who kept his skills sharp with the latest 60s trends, from the big natural afros to the slick back conks. I always had the big natural afro.
I could turn it into one.
I'm sure you could. Whereas, due to the death of his father, Randy packed up his barber gear and temporarily put his 5-year career as a barber on hold and returned back to his hometown in Patchogue to help out his mom. It wasn't long before he was introduced to a barber in Riverhead, where once again he unpacked, sharpened his clippers, and continued his heartfelt desire to make men and women smile in the mirror. Soon after, Randy ventured further east to Southampton, where Mr. Bob Phillips opened his doors, where he shared a chair. And whereas in 1969, after 5 blissful years, his mentor and friend, Mr. Bob, gave Randy his blessings, and Randy's barbershop was officially opened on Maple Street. Randy was now in the ranks of one of the first black entrepreneurs in the Hamptons. He remained at that location for 10 years. Business was great, and he soon outgrew his shop on Maple Street, and another door was opened to purchase his own building at 245 North Sea Road, now known as the African American Museum of the East End, the first African American site to be historically designated in the village of Southampton. And whereas Randy's barbershop became not only the best and only place for locals to get the latest do, Randy's barbershop ironically reclaimed the spot known as the Gathering Place, which in the 1950s was originally Fives, a jute junk, located right next door. The Gathering Place became Randy's headquarters, where he mentored and trained and highly inspired other young men to venture out on their own with his blessing. Whereas after 27 years, Randy decided to permanently pack up his clippers and spend harmonious time with the love of his life of 50 years, Joanne, who together have 3 children, Dean and twins Candy and Randy, 5 grandchildren and 2 great-grandchildren. Therefore be it resolved that I, Mark Epley, Mayor of the Village of Southampton, on behalf of the Village Board of Trustees and the community, do recognize and acknowledge you for blazing the trail of entrepreneurship and leaving a legacy that shows how persistence and hard work opens wide many doors of opportunity. Thank you, Randy.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. There you go. All right.
I got to move this up a little bit because I'm up in the air.
Yeah, please.
More? That's good. That's good. That's good.
So that's good right there. That's good right there.
First of all, I'd like to thank God for enabling me to serve the community all these years. But most of all, I'd like to thank my family, my wife, my children, and everyone who stuck by me when things were kind of rough. I came to Southampton, matter of fact, Melvin Robinson, his son is here today. He's going to sing a gospel song. His father was responsible for me coming to Southampton, because he called me and told me there was a gentleman opening a shop in Southampton called Bob Phillips. And so I came down and worked with Bob part-time on Friday and Saturday. I was working at Central Islip Psychiatric Center as a barber. I came down here Friday and Saturdays, and I was making more money on Friday and Saturday than I was making all week at the hospital. So I said to myself, well, something's wrong with this picture. And I finally moved to Southampton, thank God. And the community has been great to me. They followed me, but I always try to, like you say, when I put my mirror behind your head, I want you to smile. If you smile, I know I did a good job, especially if I'm going to ask you for some money. not only me, I look at this building and a lot of memories go through my mind, but I'd like to also mention Manuel Seymour, who built this building. I'd like to mention Mr. Furby, who had a shop on Halsey Avenue long before I even came here. So there's so much history that went through this shop, and even where we're standing now, there was a bar here, Mr. Robinson. So we had a lot of things going on back in those days, and it was good times. I don't want to stand here and I want to thank those guys back there cutting hair.
Would you tell them to come up soon?
Come forward. Share this moment with me.
Let's give them a round of applause, everybody.
Charlie Green, Terrell Jones came to my shop when they were young men, said they want to be a barber. First of all, I told them you got to get the right tools. You can't have, I call them kitchen mechanic tools. You have to have professional tools. But they both had the gift. See, everybody is not born with the gift to cut hair. That's the gift that God has given me and has given these young gentlemen. And they've used it to move forward. That's what makes me feel good, that they're still in the trade. I'd like to mention another gentleman, Clyde Hallman, who was with me for 30 years, from Maple Street to North Sea Road. If it wasn't for Clyde, I'd probably be down here. He was my right hand. I'd like to mention Artie Williams, who's to this day still cutting hair. I think it's Coram. Gus Stewart, the genius with hair. He could put your name in your scalp. Am I right?
Yeah. Correct.
So it makes me feel good to be here with you today and to understand that a lot has been accomplished. A lot has been accomplished. Thank you.
Okay, stay right here. And with that, I would like to give, I'm a little shorter, just a little bit. I would like to also, while the gentleman is standing here, you know, so much negative press goes for our young black men. And I wanted today to make sure we honor them. So today I'm going to be giving Charlie Green, it says certificate of recognition to Charlie Green for your outstanding community entrepreneurship. You made the cut.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Randy.
And for certificate of recognition to Terrell Jones for your outstanding community entrepreneurship. You made the cut. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And right now, I just want to briefly. Okay. I want you to just briefly to give us a little bit of scenario what your experience was with Randy. Just briefly. I know. Then you can go back and cut hair.
I'll go first. I'm Terrell Jones. I came out here from Brooklyn, Bushwick, New York, '95 for Southampton College. And I've been cutting hair, you know, most of my life. Thought I was good in Brooklyn. So I met this gentleman and these other guys, Charlie, Gus, Artie, Clyde, and they just nurtured my skills, you know, and they enhanced it. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. This is beautiful to be a part of, too.
First, I want to thank everybody for coming out to attend this event, to reward this wonderful man right here out in public. I grew up out here in Southampton, graduated from high school and everything. Always came down here to get my hair cut. Matter of fact, I used to get my hair cut when they was on the avenue there. It's now Avis, right? You know, so, you know, make a long story short, you know, I had a daughter, and it was time for me to start being a man, and I had skills, and Randy, you know, took me under his wing back in 1994, gave me you know, my apprenticeship. He signed me up for my apprenticeship. You know, things happen, but I got a master barber license in '98, you know, but he trailblazed that for me. So, you know, this event right here, I dedicate to Randy, you know, for being a business owner. He owned the real estate, you know, and right now it's best to own the real estate in the business, to be in the business, you know what I mean, to really grow. You can pass it down to your family, will it off, sell it, you know, make you know, life more appreciative, you know what I mean, to even still come back here and celebrate and remember, you know, what has the trailblaze that's been set, you know. So I ain't gonna take it no more of everybody's time. I ain't a good speaker, but that's it, man. That's it. All right, let me get back over here.
Thank you, guys.
I would just like to say one more thing. I'd like to honor Brenda, who is instrumental in a lot of things that's happening in this community. Thank you, Brenda.
I have one more special presentation. This is kind of personal. Charles Certain, could you come here for a second? I do a little painting. And when Prince passed away, I was inspired to do a painting. And Charles don't know this is a surprise to him, but I'm going to present this to him.
Yeah.
As you can notice, he even painted his Jeep purple.
Yeah, you know, we can't say we lost a big one there. Very inspirational for me. Prince is, you know, pretty much everything in music to me. I had to paint my Jeep purple. I had to do something. So I'm gonna put this on my Jeep, just cause you gave it to me.
Okay, thank you, love. Thank you. You're welcome, love. Surprise.
Messed me up there.
One more quick thing. I want to acknowledge Brian McInnes. You'll come up real quick. He brought so many people here, and he's been very supportive. Just briefly, and then we're going to do the music and eat and have some fun.
Hey, thank you, Ms. Simmons. It's a pleasure. It's an honor to be here. My voice is going. I coach. My team is here. We had a game in Mount Vernon yesterday, and I'm one of those yelling coaches, and my other coaches here. And thank you for the parents who are also coming out from Brooklyn. We have over 30 people here, and others are coming to just to support Ms. Simmons and the museum. Again, thank you, and this is a great event, and I appreciate everything and the invitation. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon, and looking forward to eating some of the good food over here. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm so excited to be here. I'm Esther Lee, a member of the Shinnecock Indian Reservation, and I'm so honored that Brenda Simmons asked me to come. I'm an entrepreneur. But first of all, I want to thank Randy Conquest, because he and my father, Ferdinand Lee, were friends. And my father was a brick mason, and they did a lot of work together. So I want to give honor and thanks to all of the entrepreneurs that paved the way, the trailblazers. Thank you so much. So happy to be home.
Hello, hi, my name is David Campbell. I'm here celebrating the entrepreneurship of Randy, who opened up their barbershop here, a black business. And I, myself, part of Heart and Soul, we are cooking here for this beautiful day, beautiful occasion. We wanted to celebrate them. And we thank you. Bye-bye.